Hello class, good morning. This is ED 350. This is micro teaching A on the subject chemistry. My name is Rebecca Raikuna and I will be teaching you today. Our topic for today will be on electrolytes. Our lesson objectives. By the end of this class, students should be able to define what is an electrolyte. And secondly, students should be able to describe and distinguish between strong and weak electrolytes. First of all, let's take a look at what is an electrolyte. An electrolyte is simply freely moving ions when dissolved in a liquid. In this case, it is water, an aqueous solution. You are also aware what ions are. They are electrically charged atoms. Okay, so there are two types of electrolyte that we will be discussing today. That is strong electrolytes, and number two is weak electrolytes. Let's look at the first one. Strong electrolyte. What is a strong electrolyte? These electrolytes are mostly completely dissociate into their respective ions in an aqueous solution. Dissociate meaning they completely break down into ions in a water solution. Aqueous comes from the word aqua, and aqua means water. So a strong electrolyte completely breaks down into their respective ions in a water solution. A strong electrolyte contains most free mobile ions, and therefore they are good conductors of electricity. Some examples of strong electrolytes are strong acids such as hydrogen chloride, hydrogen iodide, and hydrogen bromide. Strong bases are also examples of strong electrolytes such as sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and lithium hydroxide. And we also have salts as strong electrolytes, such as sodium chloride, which is a table salt, the one that we use at home to eat, and potassium bromide. Let's move on to our second one, weak electrolytes. What are weak electrolytes? These are electrolytes that partially dissociate into their respective ions in an aqueous solution. Partially meaning only some of the electrolytes break down while others remain in its compound. Due to the less availability of free ions, they are not good conductors of electricity. Examples of weak electrolytes: weak acids such as acetic acid, hydrogen fluoride, and H2CO3. Weak bases are also weak electrolytes. Ammonia and ammonium hydroxide are examples of weak bases. Let's tabulate. Let's look at the differences between strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Okay, so we have strong electrolytes and we have weak electrolytes. The first difference is strong electrolytes are electrolytes that completely dissociate or break down into their respective ions in an aqueous solution, whereas weak electrolytes are electrolytes that incompletely, not all, incompletely dissociate into their respective ions in an aqueous solution. Second difference, a strong electrolyte are solutions that contain most free mobile ions, therefore they are strong, they are good conductors of electricity, whereas weak electrolytes are solutions that contains less free mobile ions, and therefore it makes them not good conductors of electricity. Examples of strong electrolytes, like the ones we have looked at, are strong acids, strong bases, and salts. Examples of weak electrolytes are weak acids and weak bases. Electrolytes, you see red colored balls with a negative charge and you have blue colored balls with a positive charge. You can only see that two of the molecules are still attached together, the negative and the positive, the red and the blue. So in this case, there is incomplete dissociation. Some are separating into its respective ions, while others remain as a neutral compound. So a weak electrolyte, you have incomplete dissociation in water. Examples of a weak electrolyte is water, acetic acid, and ammonia. And the third example is non-electrolytes. Non-electrolytes do not dissociate in water, means they do not conduct electricity. They are neutral molecules. They have no charge. Therefore, and examples of these are sugar, alcohol, and oil. So in conclusion, what have we learned so far? We have looked at electrolyte. What is an electrolyte? It is a substance that dissolves in water and gains the capacity to conduct electricity. Why does it conduct electricity? Because it contains ions. And what are ions? They are charged molecules or charged atoms that have the capacity to conduct electricity. So electrolytes are substances that dissolves in water and gains the capacity to conduct electricity. We also looked at the two types of electrolytes, strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. We said that strong electrolytes, they completely or fully dissociate or they completely break down in a water solution, and therefore they are good conductors of electricity. And we also looked at, for example, sodium chloride, and we also looked at weak electrolytes. These are substances that partially dissociate in water, means they don't completely break down in water solutions, and therefore they are not good conductors of electricity. So an example of a weak electrolyte is ammonia, NH3. I hope you enjoyed our lesson today. I hope you learned something about electrolytes. You are able to define what is an electrolyte. We also looked at strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. I hope that you are able to identify or to point out what makes a substance a strong electrolyte and a weak electrolyte. Remember, we did tabulate the differences between strong and a weak electrolyte. I hope that you are able to differentiate between the two types of electrolytes. If you do have any question, please list it down in the comment section below. Your assessment link and the guidelines to the assessment and the deadline, which is in 5 days' time, is all listed in the description section below. Make sure you do attempt the assessment. I will be assessing you on what you have learned through the online portal. I hope that you understand what is listed. And if you do have any questions or queries that you need to clarify, feel free to email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.